I know you, Libra, because of your desire to measure, weigh, and balance the scales. Because you know there is no beauty, love, or life without harmony and symmetry. I know you by your effort to find unity in chaos, and chaos in unity. To find reason in madness, and madness in reason. For Libra is always seeking to find the honest view and the true center.
I have seen you, Libra, deep in concentration, handling your thoughts carefully, reaching far down for the real meaning. I have seen you wherever there is music, art, and life's poetry, for beauty is one of your reasons to be.
I have heard you, Libra, asking for justice in an unjust world, keeping your words cool and your hopes warm, keeping your voice low and your demands high, because you know that if things do not balance out, they may cancel out.
Libra, your word is just, from the Latin word justis, meaning righteous.
If you think a boss is a tower of strength, who is best left alone or avoided, if the thought of being consulted in major decisions makes you break out in a cold sweat, don't work for a Libra. He is careful, he is gregarious, and he is not embarrassed to yell for help. In a manner of speaking, anyone who is a part of his life or work is a partner. Things just have to balance. There's no such thing as one on a seesaw. Anyone who works for Libra is included. And though he may not take your advice, you'll always know you're on the team. Another thing you can bet on is you'll always get a chance to tell your side of the story. Librans are serious about justice, and the punishment will always fit the crime.
If there is an opening in your firm, and you're looking for the typical worker bee, the kind who's content to sweat 8 hours, ask no questions, take his pay and go home. If you want someone who doesn't care if he's in the penthouse or the boiler room, don't hire a Libra. He is bright, he is sensitive, he is ambitious, and he is also unpredictable. The Libran has theories on everything, and you'll hear them all. Nevertheless, his powers of concentration are legendary. And when the scales tip toward the work side, his output is tremendous. He's the one you'll want to groom for a big chair. His decisions may come slowly, but they will be good ones. Also, he's a great referee when there's trouble with the troops. What makes Libra weigh and balance? Venus is the planet of harmony. She works upon the Libran native, creating within him a fine sensitivity and a desire to know where everything sets in the scheme of things. She is cool and pliable, causing the Libran to maintain objectivity and to shift his view until he truly sees not what he wants to see, but what is there.
What makes Libra love? Venus rules the skin and the reproductive process. Through the skin, the sensations pass, and feeling is known. Venus rules that part of the brain which deals with social desire, touching, closeness, the act of loving, and loving itself.
What makes Libra just? Venus is a feminine receptive planet. She speaks to Libra in terms of social love. The scale should not tip to favor one side, but should be constantly righted to give everyone their full measure. To Libra, whatever is right, and you cannot compromise once you know what is right.
What makes Libra? Love. For Venus is love, and Venus rules Libra. With the sun in Libra and the moon in Aries, you are truly your own person. The root of the native is the Libran need for harmony and affection. The outer garment is the ram's firecracker personality and aggressiveness. Still, your essential need is to go your own way and do your own thing, no matter how far out. And anyone who tries to change you will lose you, for yours is a subtle but definite independence.
The Libran with a Taurus moon signifies that there is more than one touch of Venus. This means you are a loving kind with an irresistible personality. Your attainments come via positive partnerships, good relationships, and heavy staying power. The deep Venusian love nature inclines towards the voluptuous and the sensational. Nevertheless, eventual satisfaction is more deeply realized through the choice of the right partner.
It's not what you say, it's the way you express it. This truth is reaffirmed when Libra's moon is in Gemini. Words are your best friend. The Libran instinct for the artistic is given a voice by the twins' natural gift for communication. There is usually much to say because your interests are far-reaching and your mind incredibly able to fathom on contact and to retain what it receives.
Water and air can both assume the shape of their container. Libra with the moon in Cancer provides this Libran with an ability to adapt. This chameleon quality is the major factor in your often dramatic rise. In fact, it is in change that you often discover yourself. But you must resist the idea of change for the sake of change and keep purpose very much in focus. This is a well-augured sign for success in most anything.
When the Libran moon is in Leo, the combination results in an idealistic romantic nature. Once an ideal stimulates your imagination, nothing will shake it loose. The most intense thing about you, however, is your love nature. Your belief in love and your capacity for it is equaled only by your passion for living in accordance with the ideals you so deeply cherish. There is much poetry and music within you, and it will always be a large part of your life.
When the sun is in Libra and the moon is Virgin, self-sufficiency is the keynote. There's a wide streak of practicality and a highly developed critical faculty. You are definitely not the ulcer type. Things do not seethe within you. If something is weighing heavily, you're quick to get it off your chest. This makes you compatible with the world of business and its attendant pressures. In fact, your intuition in these areas is extremely acute. Your major difficulty is that you're not particularly self-motivated. But once an opportunity presents itself, you handle it quickly and intelligently.
A breeze can bruise you, a frown can freeze you. Libra with a Libran moon is a vulnerable combination, a person who belongs to a time that has not yet arrived, a time of pure refinement and spiritual evolvement, when the hard elements of survival are replaced by the reality of the soul. But until then, your kindness, sensitiveness, and a desire for total harmony leaves you wide open to the bare-knuckle world we presently know. If you cannot learn how to duck, you better find someone to do your fighting for you.
The Libran love nature is intensified to a penetrating passion when your moon is in Scorpio. The native's power of concentration is turned upon large concepts, also arts and letters. There is strength and toughness, and a great compulsion to beat the odds, champion the underdog, and at the same time, to make your presence known. 'Cause nobody is going to talk you down.
The Libran scales can do a lot of tipping one side to the other before they balance. This is especially true when your moon is in Sagittarius, because you could throw a cocktail party in a library, or take a Will Durant book of philosophy to an orgy. The excitable adventurer and the contemplative idealist go round, and where they stop is going to be your big decision, the most important one you will have to make. In the meantime, while making up your mind, life is pretty much of a party, and that counts for something.
You always have a good idea of what you're after when the Libran moon is in Capricorn. You know how to keep the lid on your emotions when necessary in order to get where you're going. The Libran sense of balance aids the goat's ambitious climb, and recognition is never far away. If in your ascent you can rise above your personal negatives, then it truly will have been a worthwhile journey.
The sun in Libra and the moon in Aquarius is a blend of beauty and truth. The Libran need for harmony and the Aquarian's need to transcend what is makes a powerful potion of fancy and romance. You were meant to make life into art and to dazzle the eyes of men with their own image. For nothing in life is unimportant to you, and you will feel it and make it all known and beautiful and applauded.
The Libran with the moon in Pisces is elusive, not easy to define or to know. You have layers of sensitivity, and your force resides in the quiet places within you. People come to you for kindness and are never disappointed. Let no one be a stranger. That is your creed. Even though in reality you are an eternal stranger to everyone. You've made the journey to yourself, which so few ever dare to try. Six is the number of balance, and balance is what Libra is always seeking. Six is the symbol of the harmony of opposites, and the Libran maintains a just eye for both sides of a question. Six is the indicator of beauty, and the senses of Libra embrace beauty wherever it lives. Six is the number of symmetry. Libra is always trying to arrange the mutual relationship of each part. Six is the intelligence of the mediating influence. It is this quality in Libra that makes him just. Six is love's number, and Libra is the love sign of the Zodiac. Six is the indicator of all things working together. This is the Libran dream.
Because opals are a harmony of colors, refracting and reflecting light, they are Libra's stone. An opal moving within itself is constantly arranging and rearranging, attempting to achieve the perfect design, which is what every Libran aspires to accomplish. An opal is a study in moods, and a Libran is a two-sided scale, rising and falling and unpredictable. Opals contain infinite possibilities, but only one can be reflected at a time. The Virgin has this to remind him that there is a moment of decision, there is a moment of truth when you must stand up and be counted.
Color Libra, green. As green as young new things are green while growing, as green as cool mint leaves in a sweltering summer, pacifying the hot day. For Libra is the cool head and cool hand which modifies and moderates. You, Libra, seeking balance and moderation in all things, must remember that madness and unreason have often moved the world forward, and pure passion has created most of the beauty in the music you love.
So, Libra, follow the number 6 to harmony. Look for the perfect design in the opal. Keep your head and your hand cool. Moderation is a necessity, but so is caring deeply. And when you care, you commit yourself.
In love, Libra? You were yesterday. Well, it's all a question of how you look at it. First, what is love? One can answer that like this. Or you could say, love is... but if we consider it from this possibility, then we have to admit it's a word. Unless, of course, you... But then again...
In love with a Libra man, my girl? You know you are because he says so. You're about to discover that you're not perfect, but you'd better work on it. The truth is, he can tell you a lot about yourself, and if you listen, you're not likely to go wrong. What you have to know is that even though he seems undecided, he is very serious when it comes to love. After all, Venus is his planet. You'll have to understand also that commitment in anything is difficult for him. But once he does commit himself, it's for the duration.
In love with a Libra girl, my man? I hope you have patience, principle, passion, and a desire for a partner. You'll need patience while waiting for her to balance and weigh the situation and give you a yes or no. You'll need principle because she's a strong believer in them. You'll require passion if she says yes, because she is a daughter of the love goddess Venus. As for partnership, it's the only kind of relationship she will accept. And she is one woman who can help you run the business without sacrificing the qualities which make her a woman.
Out of love, Libra? Oh, you're still deciding. Well, maybe next time you'll make up your mind. Aquarius or Gemini ought to balance out. Try to understand, no one wants to be kept guessing forever.
Libra begins with a need to make sense of things, to find how each part contributes to the whole. This is the child born with an unprejudiced view, who has to see both sides of the coin before he can know what it is. He will judge slowly, and decisions will always be a question of time. He will rarely, if ever, make a snap judgment. He weighs everything. The young Libran will indicate from the beginning that his is a highly sensitive nature. Colors, sounds, and scents will make a deep and lasting impression. He will resist anything that offends him or disturbs his balance or his sensibilities. He will always question and debate, for it is through this process that he grows. In order to be just, one must have knowledge. The young Libran intuitively understands this fact.
In his second season, the Libran begins to make his move. First in one direction, then the other. He is many-sided and seeks a variety of expression. Whatever he attacks, he handles with much attention to detail and a strong desire to attain perfection. His problem is the excruciating pain he undergoes when a decision is needed. Here is someone who can fiddle while the city burns. In the highly pressurized cooker of the modern world, the man who takes too much time to respond to or to give an order can be a liability. You can't just stand there. You have to do something.
In the third season, the Libran native who is developed is prepared to assume a position and make a stand. In all probability, he will be a partner in whatever enterprise he has decided on, and he'll be an ideal one. His sense of cooperation is extreme. Honesty in money matters is unusually high, and as a social asset to the business, he will register strongly. Employees and associates will respect his attitude of fair play and his ability to deal with dissension. Libra will run a smooth ship, even though it may list from time to time.
In his last season, the Libra native, a person of culture and learning, will still be regarding the world with a questioning eye and a desire to make order and symmetry out of the incredible scramble known as life. His surroundings will reflect taste, discrimination, and love of all the beautiful things. The Libra eye will ever roam in the direction of the opposite gender, but there will be always that one, that soulmate, partner, and love person with whom the Libran has shared his life. For the Libra, to become is to weigh on the scales of honesty, and they know the satisfaction of living their life so that no one is denied the benefit of the doubt.
I believe that cosmic religious sense is one of the strongest and noblest motives behind scientific research. Albert Einstein. I hold it for certain that the celestial bodies have in them certain other influences besides heat and light. I have practiced astrology, and you have not. If I do not condemn it, how can you presume to do so? Sir Francis Bacon. It is the stars above us, governs our conditions. William Shakespeare. Ye stars, which are the poetry of heaven, in your bright leaves we would read the fate of men and empires. Lord Byron. Astrology is astronomy brought down to earth and applied to the affairs of man. Ralph Waldo Emerson. We of the fixed stars have rejected the message of the wanderers of the sky. Do they not tell us of things to come as well as of things long past, buried in the racial memory of man? Henry Miller. It is the very error of the moon. She comes more near to earth than she was wont, and makes men mad. From Othello. by William Shakespeare. We are born at a given moment, in a given place. And like vintage years of wine, we have the qualities of the year and the season in which we are born. Astrology does not lay claim to anything more. Carl Jung.